Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today, we've got another NHL slate we're going to be going over. More Stanley Cup playoffs for you guys. And to be completely honest, the Stanley Cup's been kicking my ass. It's not been a good first week. The first day, or the first 2 days were great. Since then, it's not been great at all. I'm just being straight up here. But before we get into the video, before we get into the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord chat if you guys want to join that. The link to that is in the description of the video down below. But let's take a look at that recap. And, some bad breaks. Some, not so great things. Carolina regulation. Loser. They lost 4-3 in double overtime again. So, now that series is tied 2-2, which makes me feel great about my Carolina minus 1.5 games. They need to win the next 2 for me to cash that. Then also our other 2 losers, Washington and Boston over. There was a overturned goal towards the end of the game, which would have made it 3-2, which could have increased the chance of a empty net goal, which unfortunately did not happen. And then Winnipeg and Edmonton. It was 4-1 with 12 minutes to go, so I had a feeling it wasn't going to cash. But I wasn't expecting Winnipeg to win that game after being down 4-1 with like 10 minutes to go. It was a very frustrating day. 1-3 yesterday, 10-20, 33%, down 7.86 units during the Stanley Cup. This has been rough. I'm just kind of looking forward to the next round, getting a whole fresh slate of games with new series and stuff like that, because first round has not been treating me nice. Hopefully the second round does. And it's just been a little bit frustrating. That's all it's been really for the Stanley Cup playoffs. But let's get into today's Stanley Cup games. We do have 5 games on the slate. I am looking at 4 different plays for today. Hopefully we turn it around. We're starting it off here with the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Islanders. Minus 133 for the Penguins, plus 120 for the Isles. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. Juice towards the under in this one. Projected goalies will be Tristan Jarry and I'm hoping Ilya Sorokin. Ilya Sorokin is 2-0 during this series, and Semyon Varlamov is 0-2. I like New York in this spot. I'm gonna keep riding New York throughout the rest of the series. You're getting a nice plus 120 price tag on the Islanders today. I think that they definitely keep this at least very close, and I do think they can have a good chance at winning. I think they stole the momentum there in Game 4, tying up the series, winning 4-1. This is just a good spot for New York, I think, for this series. And if they have Ilya Sorokin in it, I like it even more, because the Islanders have played much better with Ilya Sorokin in net than they have with Semyon Varlamov. So that being said, I'm taking the New York Islanders here, plus 120 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins in game number 5 to take a 3-2 series lead over their rival Penguins here. So, plus 120, New York Islanders and Pittsburgh Penguins. Our next game here is the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Minus 161 for the Leafs, plus 145 for the Canadiens. And Campbell and Price, probably. And then tomorrow it's going to be a back-to-back for them. So that's kind of interesting. Both Canadian series will have back-to-backs here, kind of to catch up to the other series. And for this one, I feel like this Toronto team has woken up. Montreal has woken up a little bit of a beast here with the Toronto Maple Leafs. After they lose their captain, I think they continue to put the pedal to the metal here. After a 5-1 win in Game 2, I think they get it done again in Game 3. This Montreal team was a very undisciplined team. I believe they had, 7, 8, 9 penalties during Game 2. And you're not going to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs as bad as Maple Leafs power play had been down the stretch, giving up that many penalties. Eventually, Austin Matthews, Mitchell Marner, William Nylander, players like that are going to score against you. And that's what happened in Game 2. They won 5-1. And this is now a angry Leafs team that is going to be fighting through the playoffs without their captain. So I think this is another good spot for them. It's not going to be a full stadium here with Montreal, so it's not like they really have much of a home ice advantage for the Canadiens. I like the Leafs here plus 165 on the puck line. I think they get the job done, and they get it done in emphatic fashion. I see another 4-1, 5-1 type of game here today. I expect Carey Price to go back to the way he was during the regular season. Bad. And I think Toronto will take care of business in this series. I think this series only goes 5-6 games. So Leafs on the puck line here, plus 165 versus the Canadiens. And that brings us to our first elimination game of the day. The last 3 games here are elimination games. And this is the way I'm going to be looking at these. First game here, Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers, minus 110 for the Panthers, plus 100 for the Lightning. Over under of 6 goals for this game. And I'm gonna try to go towards a pattern here when it comes to elimination games. Especially with this angle I'm going to use is going to be teams that are on the brink of an elimination where they are underdogs in the series. That will apply to Florida and Minnesota today, not Edmonton and Winnipeg. But I'm going over the total here in Florida. I think potentially Florida does win this game, but also a live betting opportunity. If Tampa Bay leads heading into the third period, bet the third period over. Or if your book offers you, let's say it's 3-1 heading into the third period, Tampa Bay is up 3-1, hypothetically speaking. If they give you a 5.5, bet it over. If it's 2-1, they give you a 5.5, bet it over. And if they 2-1, it would be if they give you a 4.5. If they give you anything that if they score 2 goals in the third period, so basically a third period over 1.5, if your book offers that, bet it over. With these teams that are on the brink of elimination, they're more likely to pull their goalie earlier, and they're more desperate to try to put up goals, so they open up the ice more, and more goals are scored. That being said, I like the over 6 in this game. I can easily see this being a push, though, a 4-2 win type of situation here. I like the over. This is a spot where I'm going to target. I believe Tampa Bay should win this game, even though they're a slight dog. But I like the over in this game much more than I like the Panthers for this game. Over 6 for this game between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. Our next game here is the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets, a game that heading into the third period last night and in the third period last night, I did not think we were going to say this is an elimination game today, but it is. And I don't know who's going to be in net. It could be Mike Smith versus Laurent Brossoit. It could be Mike Smith versus Connor Hellebuck. If I'm the Edmonton Oilers, Mike Smith should be in net. There's no way I'm letting Mikko Koskinen touch the ice in an elimination game. I don't care you're down 3-0. I don't care. Mikko Koskinen has looked like crap this year. If they announce Mikko Koskinen is in net, slam the Jets. Slam the Jets to sweep this series, because Mikko Koskinen is not going to get them a win on a down 3-0 in a series. It is not going to happen. If they announce Mikko Koskinen is in, bet the Jets, bet the over. That's where I'll be looking for this game. If they announce Mike Smith in, probably going to lean towards the Edmonton Oilers to at least steal one game in this series. But I like the over the most out of anything in this game. But I'm going to lay off this game. This is probably a spot where I'm going to look to live bet that third period over. and I'm going to leave this game alone. It's just not a spot I want to get to. It's not not a game I have to bet, and I'm not going to bet it. I'm going to leave it alone. This is I don't know what to expect out of this Edmonton Oilers team anymore, to be completely honest. This has been a very frustrating time for the Edmonton Oilers, and I can understand that. But, yeah, I'm not betting this game. If they announce Koskinen is in, I'll slam the over in the Jets. If they announce Smith is in, I'll wait for the third period over. That's where I'm going to approach this game. Our final game tonight is the Minnesota Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights. A minus 181 for the Knights, plus 163 for the Wild. Over under 5.5 goals for this one. And this is another one where I am targeting the over as well. This is one of these elimination games. It should be Cam Talbot, and it should be Cam Talbot, should be Marc-Andre Fleury. That's what should be the matchup here. And I like the over in this game. I think this is another one where I'm going to be targeting elimination games where the team up 3 to whatever is a huge favorite, where you have the increased chance of empty net goals at the end of the game. Over 5.5 is where we're going here. I like this over here with these two teams. I think we're going to see some goals tonight, and we're getting nice plus money on that over 5.5. This is just, I'm trying this out, and I'm also probably going to bet the third period over if Vegas leads heading to the third. So I'm taking the over 5.5 here, Minnesota and Vegas, for our final game of the night. Going over our plays for today, we are taking the New York Islanders plus 120 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're taking the Toronto Maple Leafs puck line plus 170 versus Montreal. Taking the over 6 goals between Tampa and Florida, and over 5.5 between the Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, I forgot one extra play here. I'm going into the Grand Salami. If your book offers this, over 8.5. Islanders haven't been struggling to score this series. They will put up some goals. Pittsburgh probably will put up some goals. Toronto is going to put up some goals. Tampa and Florida is going to go over the total. Edmonton and Winnipeg, I can see going over the total. Minnesota and Vegas goes over the total. Over 28.5 goals for the Grand Salami in hockey today. That was the one last play I wanted to give out for this one. So I have to write that down real quick. And it's just going to be GS. Grand Salami over 28.5 at plus 100. All right. But if this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. But that's going to just about do it for this video, and thank you guys as always for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's make some money. Let's cash some bets in the NHL tonight. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.